ABC did a piece on a girl named Maggie, they withheld her last name, and how she makes $180,000 a year by stripping in New York City on the weekends, every other weekend, and that she has put herself in college, has coming out now obviously with no debt, and she is making a tremendous amount of money to work every other weekend. And I thought this was pretty empowering, because we do a lot of these stories, and they always end poorly, but this one does not. That seems pretty great.
What I'm curious about is whether or not she's actually going to use her degree now that she's making $180,000 stripping, because I guarantee you, I don't know what she majored in.
Yeah.
But she's probably not going to make $180,000 after she graduates. So this is a great story, and I think that it's really important to differentiate this from the vast majority of girls that are feeling the pressure of tuition and feel like they need to go on sugar daddy websites or feel like they need to do stripping, because the vast majority of them end up in a bad situation. They don't get paid nearly as much, and they feel like they're really compromising themselves and their morals because they want to pay for their education. So I think it goes back to the bigger issue, which is college is too damn expensive, and we need to do something about that.
Do you guys think there's still some implicit shame here? Because obviously they didn't use her last name. Now she's going out and doing this, and this is great. I mean, she's making, that's more money than I make, I assure you of that. Like, she's doing pretty damn well every other weekend. It seems like, but there's still some shame-related thing here, don't you think?
Sure, of course. I mean, but that's not coming from her, and that doesn't seem to be coming from us. That doesn't seem to be coming from the guys who are making it rain on her. It's coming from, society doesn't consider this a very classy way to put yourself through college, so, whatever.
Yeah, by the way, she also did work at a restaurant as a waitress. And
I'm sure she made close to 180 grand doing that. Totally.
Yeah, exactly. She said, I felt so much more disrespected as a waitress than I ever have felt as a dancer, because your job in a restaurant is to serve them, and in this job it is to accompany them, which I thought was kind of powerful.
Yeah, and she was probably like, use my last name because then I get featured. I mean, there's a lot of good that can come from, like you said, putting her in the spotlight and saying, do you. Like Anna said, it's so ridiculous the way that we're all, I mean, I'm still paying off college. I didn't go to an Ivy League school, obviously. People have heard me on the show enough times to know that. And I'm still paying that off. So if you can get that done and get it done yourself, and your parents don't have to put a lien on the house, and you're not going on sugar daddy, not you. People don't go on sugar daddy.
There's nothing wrong with that, Gina.
Hey, man.
Hey, she got here.
God bless Anna. But seriously, I think this is great. She's taking care of herself, and what business is it of ours anyway?
Yeah. Couldn't you see women's organizations using this a little bit as a model for how this should work? I know that's maybe sort of a bridge too far.
I love that you brought that up, because this is my frustration with women's organizations, right? There are two schools of thought. There's one school of thought that thinks, oh, this is exploiting her, and this is terrible. And then there are women who feel that it is empowering. And I think those are more new wave feminists, and I identify with them. If you want to be in porn, if you want to strip, like, that's your business. If you feel good about it, who are we to sit here and judge? And who is, for any other woman to like point a finger and be like, you're being exploited when you don't feel like you're being exploited, is ridiculous to me.
Well, exactly. Yeah. And a perfect example of that is, say somebody did find a sugar daddy to put them through college, and a women's organization said, tisk, 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 that's not the way you should do it. You should put yourself through school, but not like that. Yeah. I mean, you can't keep boxing people in who are trying to take care of themselves. Yeah.
By the way, when they always say that stripping is belittling to women or exploitive to women, I've been to strip clubs, believe it or not, and
how is that?
Believe it or not, they're overrated. But I always think it's actually exploitive and belittling. It's belittling to the men, actually. They're the ones who want this thing that they're actually not getting so badly that they're willing to dump all this money into it and pay for all these drinks and literally walk out of there thousands of dollars poorer just so that they can have some random girl rub her boobs in their face. And even if you love the boobs, Gina, I know your people love the boobs.
Thank you very much.
Damn.
They love her boobs. They love her boobs.
They're fans. But that's the thing, and I think just societally, and like you're saying, it's a shame-based extracurricular activity all around for everybody. Yeah. There's a reason why there's not huge windows where you can see it, and like guys, it's things that people do sort of under the cloak of darkness and whatever. So I don't know. I think you're right. I mean, I think that the guys, when I've been to strip clubs and I sort of watch the scene, I kind of feel super sorry for the guys.
Yeah, like who's empowered and who's not there. There's one group that's just tossing money at another group.
Yeah,
it seems like the empowering thing may be the other way.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone should just, I don't know. I actually don't feel bad for the dudes or anyone who goes to a strip club. Like, people want that kind of human interaction. If that's how you get it, cool. You know what I mean?
I don't feel bad for them. No one's forcing them to go.
And for a lot of people who go to strip clubs, yes, people do it for sexual gratification, but I think that there are a lot of people who go there just because it's a fun atmosphere to be in. Like, I remember when I went to France, we went to the red light district in Paris, and me and my friends went to a strip club. And like, I'm not gonna get off by seeing a bunch of naked women gyrate on a pool, but like, it was a fun place to be. We got up and we started dancing too, like not stripping, but
really?
Anyway.
But that's another point too, because I've been to female strip clubs, I've been to male strip clubs. I'm super fun, is the point I'm trying to make. But I think that the one where the men are dancing are way more violating and creepy, and they are not like, they're not fun. I mean, like, you're there for half an hour and you're like, woo, this is great. And then you're like, oh my God, like, I don't think he's supposed to touch me like that. And I'm certainly not going to give him any more money to do it.
Yeah,
so
actually,
it's not like, it's creepy.
By the way, I have heard, I've never been to a male strip club, but I have heard that the women at male strip clubs, the women patrons, are far more aggressive than the males in female. Is that right? Have you been to a male strip club?
I went to Thunder from Down Under in Vegas for my 21st birthday. That was my friend's birthday gift to me, which was terrible. And yeah, there were like some women that I feel like were really going past, the boundaries. Like, they were like grabbing at dudes and stuff. And I just thought about how, there's obviously a double standard there, because if you're at a female strip club and dudes are like grabbing at women when they don't want it, like, there are going to be some issues there.
Yeah, you get kicked out, the bouncer kicks the shit out of you. Yeah, pretty simple.
But that's like, people laugh at that. People would never take a man seriously in that situation.
Yeah, and it sucks. Like, I certainly did not agree with the women doing that. I did shout some inappropriate things though.
Right.
Like, one guy was just talking too much, and I wanted him to stop talking and start dancing. So I told him to cut it out with the poetry and take it off. And my friends were cracking up.